Well, hey there, welcome to day 1332 of What's Up to Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and I'm feeling quite delighted today because I acquired some more art from my amazing granddaughter. I have two absolutely awesome granddaughters, and one is in school. She's in first grade now, and I've gotten to spend quite a bit of time with her until she started to go to school, and now I don't get to see her much, especially during COVID. I got to spend a lot of time with her, and I miss her imagination. I've been talking about imagination yesterday and today as part of Supersize Your Business, and ways that we can take our imagination and turn it into reality. Actually, everything we are, everything we think, everything we see, everything that exists began as an idea in someone's imagination, a thought, a passing whimsy, an idea, and has been turned into reality. So we talked about what's the process for doing that. How do you take an idea and turn it into reality with respect to growing and building your business? How do you use your imagination to and how do you bring your imagination to life? So we talked about that, which is always fun because we all do it, but most of us don't realize that we're doing it, and we don't realize how to do it, and so things come to us really haphazardly and in an accidental way. And that's okay for some parts and some things in our life and some time periods in our life, but there's other times when we actually want to be more the creator, more the designer of our own life. And the truth is I've done both. I've been in periods of my life where other people designed my life for me, and I let them. When I was a kid, I didn't know that I had a say in what my ultimate life was going to be. I guess I did, but I didn't. I mean, as kids, we're learning along the way. And so a lot of things impacted me in good ways and in some not so good ways that happened that didn't affect anyone else. You know, my sisters and I grew up in the same family, yet we are all very, very different, and we had very different experiences, even though we experienced the same things, if that makes sense. So love this topic. Love the topic of imagination and brains and everything. Don't even pretend. I'm not even going to pretend that I know a lot about it or that I'm an expert. I've never studied in depth how our mind works, how our brain works. I've studied, superficially and looked into and read a lot of books on things, but by no means am an expert. Don't want to be a brain expert. I only want to know how my brain works and what makes me tick. And that's thus the focus of this year's annual challenge. This year's annual challenge is to do one thing every day that centers us, centers me, centers you, helps us get to know ourselves better. So every day we're doing one little thing from this little journal book to get to know ourselves better. And today it was about walking slowly. And Abraham Lincoln said he walks slowly, but he never walks back. I'm not sure what that means to him, but I think it meant that he may be slow to make decisions and choices, but once he makes a decision, he's not changing his mind. He's adamant in he's resolved in what it is that he's chosen to decide. I think we saw that in his presidency, saw that in his life, saw that in his experiences, that which we know of. So I say I walk slowly because I have short legs. Now, I don't know if that's just an excuse I make. Probably just an excuse I make. And I don't think it matters how fast we walk. I think it just matters that we get up and go and keep moving. Thinking of that Get Up and Go challenge. I've been doing a couple of different trainings the last week and then this week, and it's causing me to totally rethink what I am currently doing with the Get Up and Go challenge. I already committed to doing it in October for free, the 30-day challenge, but I might get a few people to commit to being beta testers as we go through that, to actually do it and give me feedback on each and every day and aspect of it, because I think that is the smaller part of the bigger program that I want to provide for people. And it's just a matter of saying, okay, who are the best people to help me deliver on this big promise? I have a big promise for people, but I need other people besides just me and a couple of people that help me to make sure that happens, to make sure it's an awesome program. And it is an awesome program. It's just how do we deliver it in a way that doesn't drain me and suck the life out of me so that I can create the impact that I want to have in the world. But I'm rethinking that now. And again, I already committed to doing it in October and December, so I feel driven to meet my commitment to do it again in October and December. But it is definitely going to be changing going forward. And maybe it will just be a little piece of it will be pulled out. I was thinking this morning, well, can I hop in and do a 7-day challenge tomorrow before the 30-day challenge? And I'm like, no. I've done no promotion, no nothing, no lead up, no anything. And so I could probably, but it would be a challenge to put it all together by tomorrow. And is that where I want to spend my time and energy today? Probably not. I've got other things to do today. Other commitments that I've already made that are more important than putting together a 7-day challenge in one day. Although I've done that before. It's, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends what I've got going on. What am I thinking about? Excited that I got to see my granddaughters both yesterday. Miss my granddaughter. I miss her imagination. I miss her creativity. I was looking at little notes and things. I have a whole setup here in my office that is for her. She's got a little art table and an art station, and my son set that up for her, so it's awesome. So while we were hanging out together, I could actually still get a little bit of work done every once in a while. And so I can relate to people that are at home with kids trying to continue to build and grow and supersize their business. It's challenging. It's also very doable. So we can use that as our excuse for not taking the steps that'll move us forward, because a lot of what we do and think we have to do, we absolutely don't have to do. I mean, 90% of the time and energy I've spent on most of my businesses, are things when I look back that maybe they had to get done, but I certainly wasn't the person that had to do them. And so going forward, as we grow, as we get better, as we figure things out, we learn what we need to do and what we can delegate, what we don't need to do, what's essential for us to be involved in, and what other people can absolutely positively do, probably even better than we do. So those are some of the things I'm working on, thinking about today. I've got a business coaching call this morning with my business coach. I've got another doing a retreat today. And what else have I got? Lots going on. And friends are at Funnel Hacking Live. I wish I was there, but I've got to say no to events this year. Just from a personal health situation, not because of COVID or anything. I think I already had that. Been there, done that, in 2019, Christmas following a cruise. So maybe that's gotten me backing off a little bit on travel and big events. But I am just to the point where I don't want to go to an event where I am with a cattle call of thousands of people and I'm going to get trampled to get in to a place where I might have a chance of seeing anything. Being visually challenged, it's less fun for me to go to these events. Yes, I love the feel of it, but it's not as fun as it was when I could see, and it didn't matter where I sat in the room. Now it's like if I don't sit in the front, I'm not going to catch 90% of what's going on, and that's, to me, isn't that fun. It isn't that educational. It isn't that great an experience. And I'm pretty maxed out on online events over the last year and a half, and so I didn't want to participate online. It's okay to say no to things that aren't the right time for you, and for me, it just wasn't the right time to go this year. All right. Any questions? Need help with anything offline or online, offline to online, online to offline, logistics, any area or aspect of your business with respect to processes and how to do it, right up my alley. If you don't have somebody to ask, please ask me. Don't be stuck and using it as a reason to not move forward, not take that next step for you because you don't feel like you know what the next step is. Because I guarantee if we talk for a minute, and even if we text back and forth or Voxer, that within a minute, within 5 for sure, you'll know exactly what your next step is. And will it be me telling you? In some cases, yes, based on my experience. But the vast majority of the time, no. You already know what to do. You just, for some reason, are blocking and stopping yourself from doing it. I do the same thing. I still do the same thing. After years and years and years of working on it, I still catch myself doing it. We all do. And we use the excuse, I don't know what to do, I don't know what I want, I don't know who I serve, I don't know this, I don't know that. And whenever we say I don't know, it should be an instant warning to stop us in our tracks and challenge that belief. Because do we really not know? Or do we know, but maybe we're putting ourselves in the fool's dilemma where we think we have to do one thing or the other and we don't like either alternative. If we're doing that, we know we're lying to ourselves because there's always more than 2 choices in any situation. Always. Always, always, always. Sometimes we just need to change our perspective so we can see it, and I can help you do that. All right, have an awesome day. I will be back tomorrow just to share what am I doing as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world. Lots and lots of years, like going on 5 decades, 48 years already, running my own and having my own businesses, as well as over a quarter century of that simultaneously being in corporate America. Actually working for some of the coolest companies on the planet, which is It's fun to sing. It's fun to think back and look back on. Learned so many things about different industries by working in different industries. Same function for the most part, but different industries. Because I picked a career and a field where I could stick my fingers and my nose in everybody's business so I could learn about everybody's business in a big organization. Because I knew someday I wanted to supersize and grow and build my own business. Manufacturing first, and now other types of businesses. All right, have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.